Let's move on to Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran. It is a very interesting pastime. By listening to it, we get an insight into how beautiful our Ladli Jew, our Shri Radha is. Dwarkadhish is our Brajendra Nandan Krishna only. In seclusion, he was chanting Radha, Radha, Radha. And if somebody would come, he would become quiet. He would be chanting Radha, Radha and shedding tears. One day, Rukmini saw this and she hid. And she saw that Krishna is chanting Radha, Radha and filled with anxiety. He was very restless. Rukmini could not hold herself back and slowly approached Krishna and started massaging Krishna's lotus feet and said, "My lord, can I ask you one thing? I am known as the most beautiful in the three worlds. Rukmini ji is an avatar of Lakshmi ji after all. But also Satyabhama is very beautiful." She said, "Jambati ji is also part and parcel of Amba ji, who is the most beautiful in the three worlds. And Kalandi ji is an embodiment of beauty. You have 8 chief queens and 16,100 queens. Is there nobody who can attract your mind away from Radha? The memory of Radha that is in your heart, is there nobody who can steal that memory? Is there nobody amongst us as beautiful as her?" The Lord said, "No, all of you are very beautiful, very devoted, and very adept at your service, but Radha is Radha." Rukmini said, "There is nobody even comparable in beauty to her amongst us." He said, "Radha is Radha." She said, "Oh Lord, will I get an opportunity in my life to see her once?" The Lord said, "The residents of Braj will not come here, and I cannot take you all and go there. If there is any other opportunity, it may be possible. Otherwise, it seems very improbable. Getting darshan of Radha Kishori seems almost impossible." So one time, there was a major solar eclipse. A kind of solar eclipse that happens at the time of pralay, total destruction. Humans get to know about this in advance through the astrologers. And at this occasion, people from all over the country come to the region of Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra is a Samant Panchashetra where Lord Parshuram had rid the earth of demonic Kshatriyas. He had filled ponds, 5 ponds, with the bloods of the Kshatriyas there. And as a common man atones for his sins, in the same way, Lord Parshuram, who is not bound to his karmas, had conducted a lot of yagnas at that location to uphold the Vedic traditions. On this occasion of this major solar eclipse, people from all the states and provinces of Bharat had come here to Kurukshetra. Yadus, Krishna's dynasty, had also come to Kurukshetra. A few of the Yaduvanshis, like the son of Pradyumna, Anirudh, the army general Kritvarma, Sukhchand, Sukh, Saran, few other generals, and a few others stayed back in Dwarka to protect the kingdom, but the rest, everybody, came to Kurukshetra. Their foremost well-wisher and dearest friend Nand Baba also arrived there, along with all the Gopas of Braj and the Gopis. The Yadus, the Yaduvanshis, met with everybody there. They had lots of discussions. Everybody's hearts and faces were filled with joy. They were embracing each other and were shedding tears. Tears were flowing from their eyes. This way, all the Gopas met with Krishna. They could not speak. They were just speaking with their eyes. It was as if an ocean of bliss was becoming tumultuous with joy. And the Gopis of Braj also met with Krishna. They had mild smiles, were looking at him with sidelong glances, and were offering Krishna gifts. They were embracing Krishna in their arms, and the saffron on their chest was smearing Krishna's chest. And the eyes were filled with love-filled tears. The younger folks offered respect to the elders blessed the youngers, they embraced and shook hands with people of similar ages. This is how Krishna met with everybody. After the meeting, Krishna returned to the palace that had been set up for their residence. Krishna told Rukmini and others that you had asked if you could get darshan of Radha Kishori once. Well, the residents of Braj are here. I've met with all of them. You should take darshan of Radha Kishori. You had once asked, is there anybody amongst us that can compare in beauty to Radharani? Well, go see for yourself. So Rukmini ji and the Queens of Dwarka went to the tent where Kishori ji Shri Radha was staying. There were guards outside this tent holding sticks made of flowers. At the first door, the maidservant of Radharani was guarding the entrance. She was so beautiful that even millions and millions of Lakshmis would be startled by her beauty. Rukmini ji is an avatar of Lakshmi ji. And as Rukmini ji approached her along with the 8 prime queens, when they saw her, they thought she must be Radha Kishori. This is how beautiful the Sakhis are. They bowed down and offered their respects like this. She said, my mistress is inside. Then at the second door, they met another Sakhi, holding a stick of flowers. Again, they bent down and offered respects, thinking that this must be Radha Kishori. I've never seen anybody so beautiful. She said, my mistress is inside. 7 doors passed like this, and at every door, the Sakhi that was present was so beautiful that queens thought that this is Radha Kishori. As they reached the 7th door, there was so much effulgence emerging from the body parts of our Swamiji that the queens were unable to see, and they became overwhelmed with loving emotions. Lalita ji and the other Sakhis, who are the eternal Sakhis of Shriji, had appeared in Braj in various villages around Barsana, where Priya ji had appeared. Those Sakhis washed the lotus feet of Radharani and took the Charnamrit and offered it to the queens like they had done with Narad Muni. Then the queen saw, within that immense effulgence there was our Lali Ji, whose body effulgence was like millions and millions of lightnings. They started crying and were saying, Ha Radha, Ha Radha. Then Priyaji met with all of them. When they returned to Krishna, they were all crying themselves and saying, O Radha, O Radha, Ha Radha. So Lord Krishna said, did you see the impact of Shri Radha? Is there anybody who can compare to her beauty? Swami Haridas Ji is saying, this is part of Braj Leela. As part of the Kunj Leela, our Radha Krishna, our Priya Pritam, never step outside of Vrindavan. This is how Krishna and the rest of the residents of Dwarka met with everybody who was visiting Kurukshetra.